Have you ever seen a huge hamburger in your dream? Maybe you could almost smell the warm bun, the melted cheese, and the freshly cooked patty. At first, it might seem like nothing more than a food craving, but the subconscious doesn't show details like this for no reason. Dreaming of a hamburger often points to suppressed desires, the urge for quick satisfaction, and sometimes not giving yourself enough time or care. So what might this dream really be trying to tell you? In today's fast-paced world, the hamburger is a powerful symbol. On one hand, it represents pleasure, enjoyment, and satisfaction. On the other, it's tied to impatience, rushing, and surface-level fulfillment. Seeing a hamburger in a dream usually suggests emotional or physical hunger and a desire to get something quickly. This hunger isn't always about food. It can also be about attention, love, or success. If you see a hamburger and immediately want to eat it, that often points to chasing instant happiness while overlooking deeper, more lasting fulfillment. Eating a hamburger in a dream shows a desire to fill a gap in your life. This scene often reflects emotional hunger or high levels of stress. The taste of the hamburger matters here. If it's fresh and delicious, it suggests you feel satisfied in certain areas of your life. But if it tastes bad, is burnt, or made with poor ingredients, it's a sign that something in your life is bothering you and needs attention. This dream is often your subconscious saying, you're neglecting yourself. You might be constantly running around for others, leaving almost no time for your own needs. Seeing yourself make a hamburger with your own hands symbolizes wanting to take control of your life again. It means you want to decide for yourself what makes you happy. If you carefully choose each ingredient, this reflects confidence and creativity. On the other hand, buying a hamburger suggests being more influenced by outside opinions. You may be relying too much on others when making decisions. Quickly grabbing a hamburger from somewhere points to rushed choices or short-term solutions. In this case, the dream is gently saying, slow down and think it through. Seeing a stale, bad-smelling, or spoiled hamburger means you're holding on to something that no longer serves you. This could be a relationship, a job, or a way of thinking. Deep down, you already know it's not good for you, but you may be struggling to let go. If the hamburger looks especially unappealing, your subconscious is clearly saying, it's time to move on. These dreams usually show up when awareness is growing, change is getting closer. Dreaming of giving a hamburger to someone or sharing it reflects your connections with others. It points to caring, supporting, and emotional sharing. Sometimes, though, it can also show a desire for approval. If you feel happy while sharing the hamburger, it suggests you're empathetic and giving. But if you feel uncomfortable or forced, it may mean you're putting others' needs ahead of your own too often. Seeing a table or display full of hamburgers symbolizes uncontrolled desires and overconsumption. This isn't just about food. It reflects wanting more in life in general. You might have high expectations or struggle to enjoy what you already have. The dream is calling for balance and moderation. Too many options can sometimes make it harder to see what you truly need. Hamburger dreams are a direct reflection of the fast-paced lifestyle of the modern world. When life moves too quickly, people often rely on instant comfort. In this dream, the hamburger represents that cycle, easy to get, but short-lived satisfaction. The dream invites you to pause and reflect. It reminds you that real fulfillment comes from depth, not speed. You might be constantly chasing something without stopping to ask, what do I really want? Dreaming of a hamburger isn't just about physical hunger. It's closely tied to emotional hunger. A need for love, attention, or acceptance may show up through this symbol. A very large hamburger points to strong, suppressed desires. A small or incomplete hamburger highlights feelings of dissatisfaction. The dream is encouraging you to recognize your true needs. Seeing a cheeseburger often points to a desire to reward yourself. A big, meaty hamburger can suggest rising confidence and energy. A small or poorly filled hamburger shows that something feels incomplete. A hamburger packed with unhealthy ingredients hints that you may be overdoing things in certain areas of life and losing balance. These scenes don't just reflect what you're eating, but what you're emotionally taking in. At its core, dreaming of a hamburger represents a search for balance. On one side are pleasure, comfort, and desire. On the other are responsibility and self-discipline. The dream teaches you to live without neglecting yourself, but also without going to extremes. True satisfaction isn't found in quick fixes, but in the peace you earn through patience and effort. Your dream may be reminding you to turn inward in the middle of a fast-moving life. Maybe what you're really craving isn't a hamburger at all, but peace, attention, or calm. When you live with that awareness, life becomes much more enjoyable. If you liked this interpretation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. In the next videos, we'll keep exploring the deeper meanings behind your dreams together.